Hello everybody, my name is CulBlu and I'm bringing out this video of me storing board games, just another storage video. Apparently storage videos is a new thing I'm doing, but I'm going to add it to my unboxing series because that way you can see the storage solutions and all that stuff. But essentially, yeah, I have all the, I have City of the Great Machine and I have all the expansions. I happen to be able to gather them, some of them here, so I'm going to go ahead and see if I can store all of these things inside that box. I feel like there should be space because the insert inside of there has a lot of space, but we'll talk more about that as we go along. So let me go ahead and get our background music started because, of course, background music is the thing here. And let's go. So, the first things first here. The City of the Great Machine. I still don't know how to play this game, but I do want to try to get everything stored in the same place. And one of the reasons why I feel pretty confident that I can do that is that there's a lot of space inside of here. So there's like these minis here. For the heroes and servants, there's like this little giant dial, but really if I take out the plastic insert inside of here, this is just kind of like an open floating storage situation. And I for sure should be able to store everything inside this box because this insert is, whoops, this insert is taking up a lot of space there. So there's plenty of space inside the box. So we can store a bunch of stuff. The question is, how am I going to store it? So that way things don't get like all mixed up and jumbled up and, you know, don't hurt the minis. And I think the minis are going to be the hardest part. This is why I kind of don't like games with minis, because you do have to store, or you do have to find some kind of solution to hold your minis. And it ends up, I don't know, it just ends up not being great using the built-in storage they give you. And honestly, I'll probably end up using like a token silo or something just to store the minis, but it depends on how, like, if they'll cooperate with me. So we're gonna go through this. We're gonna get through this as a team. And the first thing we're gonna do is, oh, I think I gotta get up and go get the correct box. I have the wrong box. Oh no, it's the right box. I think. Yeah. Okay. Oh my gosh, am I out of these things already? No! I've been trying to hold off on placing another order for Cube for me stuff, mainly because I feel like I have more than enough stuff already, but like I've already run out of stuff, so I need to like place another order so I can get that in the pipeline. We'll wait a little bit before we commit to that. But at any rate, we got a bunch of tokens and bits and bobs, and I think this is a opportunity for a Gamegenic token silo. I have one. I don't know where it's at, so all right, fine. We'll just get up for the first time in this whole entire video. And we'll see if we got to get up more than once. But the Gamegenic token silo should solve a lot of problems. Again, I just don't know where my current one is. I know I have one somewhere because I reclaimed it from one of the board games that I traded in. Alright, well, can also use a tackle box. I think a tackle box might actually be appropriate in this case because then I can store the minis in there. But before I commit to any of those ideas, I do really want to find this Gamegenic token silo. Like I said, I thought I had one. Huh. It's in hiding if I do have one. Pretty sure I didn't use it, so. Oh, I might have used it for shallow seas. Yeah. Yep, that's probably what happened. Yep. Alright, well, I don't have an extra Gamegenic token silo. I was fibbing. But I will go ahead and just use the tackle box. I don't like using tackle boxes if I don't have to. Mainly because with the tackle boxes is like, it just doesn't feel, it feels as cool. Tackle boxes are very capable of storing your board game stuff, and I would encourage people to go for tackle boxes instead of going for like the Gamegenic token silo stuff. The only real benefit of those kind of specialized storage solutions is that you kind of get the ability to kind of move trays and pull things out a little bit easier. But because I have minis in this situation, I feel it is appropriate for me to use a tackle box. This one's from Cabela's, but I feel like it's appropriate for me to use the tackle box because that's kind of the way I can store the minis. So first, does this fit in the box? Hey, it passed the test. It fits in the box. All right. Now, second, what am I going to store and where? So the minis are not the first thing I was going to try to store, but I will go ahead and just try to figure those out now since that's going to be the major thing. There's a ton of minis, and I don't know what the difference is. Well, I guess the dark gray ones here are the machines or the guards. So I'll just kind of toss them in there. And the main goal, like, yeah, they'll be bouncing around, and like technically if I'm like painting minis and stuff, this is probably not the best way to do it. But my goal is to try to just get it all stored for the minis, and then I'll be able to kind of deal with what I have and where I have it. I think this has minis in it too. Oh my gosh, this has so many minis. Okay, all right, I didn't realize I had this many minis. Oh my gosh, this is why I don't like miniature games. The anxiety is already striking, or is already spiking. Excuse me. All right, look at all that wasted space. Ooh, it looks so cool. Yeah, it looks cool, but I'm like, it's just wasting space, man. Ugh. So I'm gonna put 3 minis to a container, like so. And then this is Zeppelin. Oh man. Yeah, that's not gonna cooperate. We'll worry about you later. Okay. All right, so I got all the minis there. Now, as far as token containers, I think this might be an appropriate time to use a unique tray. Again, I bring up the unique tray all the time. I apologize profusely for the people who make unique trays. I always try to use it for a storage solution, and it ends up not working, and I end up using something else instead. So in this case, I'm going to make a strong effort to try to use it and stick with it. I do need to see how much space I have left after applying it. So we got the tackle box, we got this, and that's already a gnaw, and that's gonna be a gnaw for me, dog. Sucks, because like it's a little bit too wide. If these two could lay side by side, then I would have space for like a deck box or something. But I think given the space that I have in the box, unless I want to use the unique trays to store the miniatures, because the unique trays they store pretty well, like they stack pretty well together. So let me okay. Change of plan. Let me see if I can store the minis inside the unique tray. Because again, I don't like using tackle boxes if I don't have to, but because I had minis, I felt compelled to do so, or at least attempt to do so. But what if I did unique tray here, right? And then I put the, no, that won't work. As soon as I put it in there, it wouldn't work. It won't work because the base of the mini is poking up right there. So that's definitely not gonna fit in there. All right, well, tackle box wins. Unique tray is not going to be able to work for that. It probably won't work in general. They're just so bulky. Why are they bulky? They can just be less bulky, then maybe. But otherwise, they always end up just, you know. I try my hardest to like put them on and like, hey, unique tray, and I still support unique tray stuff. It just ends up not working out for a lot of my attempts to put it in things. So. Don't know what to tell you. Don't know what to tell you. All right, continuing the rest of our storage, we got geek boxes are gonna come in and probably save the day. They always do. There's a geek box double, a geek box slim, and a geek box normal. I am not sponsored by anybody, by the way. But if y'all want to sponsor me, if y'all people who make these things that I use want to sponsor me, feel free to reach out to me. I will be more than happy to talk about deals and rates and stuff, or whatever the appropriate phrasing for that's supposed to be. And yeah, I would gladly advertise the products that I already purchased as I continue to advertise them, which is probably encouraging people to not reach out to me because like, oh, you're going to advertise it already for free? Yeah, why would we pay you? You're paying me because it's goodwill. You know, hype. Some people say don't believe the hype, but I say do believe the hype. All right. Oh, here's another unique tray. This is a smaller one. This one I think it might fit with the tackle box. So let's see if it fits with the tackle box. If it does, then we can definitely use this instead. Yeah, that fits. Because it's a good bit of space. It's not as space efficient as one of the Cube for Me trays, but it still fits. Sorry, my hair is in there. Okay. We've accomplished nothing. I'm really not wanting to use this tackle box for anything else except for the minis, and like it's such a waste of space because like look, it's just all right. I'm going to try to concoct an approach that does not involve the tackle box. I'm gonna think long and hard about it. Got more stuff in here? Yes, nice. Ooh, what if I stored all the minis inside of a deck box? That might work. I got a number of these. Okay. One more over there. All right. So, these deck boxes, I think, yeah, these will work. So the height on this one is a little bit sus, but the height on the other one is pretty good. So the height on this one's a little bit suspicious. But this one, actually, I guess this one's barely good too. But still, you know, we have a little bit of wiggle room there. Oh, sorry, we have a little bit of leeway. We'll probably have a teeny bit of box lift. Hopefully, it's not too much. All right. So what do we need to get stored? So the small bits and bobs that we have that we need to store, that's the thing I'm kind of trying to figure out the best way to do it. I can try to use the unique tray, this one, the smaller one, and I have a few of these to store the different tokens and bits and bobs, and maybe that'll work out for me. Because using just these are Cube for Me trays here. These are for mini European cards and mini American cards. The problem with using this is that I can only store 2 things in it, and also it's going to end up burning a resource that I have. Whereas usually the Geekbox Slims, these doubles, these are easier to get for me, and I usually end up having more of these around. So I don't want to use these unless I have to. And actually, maybe I can use this for the small cards, the access cards. Just depends on how many access cards we end up with. I think there's a whole stack of these, and I haven't sleeved them yet. And I'm definitely going to sleeve the cards, so. Ugh. We're getting more and more complicated by the moment. More and more complicated by the moment, I see. All right. Let me go from planning to actually start putting things inside of things. So, I've established that I'm going to try to use a unique tray, the smaller one, for this. And I'm hopeful that this is going to be enough space to store at least this stuff, or some of this stuff. That was good. All right, that's a little too wide. That's a little too wide. All right. Okay. Yeah, unfortunately, the solution for this one is probably a Gamegenic token silo. Like, it fits the right size. It has the right size. It has the right everything. It's just ugh. I say ugh because it means I have to like cannibalize another game to get a tray. I just don't know what game I'm going to cannibalize because I don't have an extra one. I think I put one inside of Viscounts. So let me go and steal it from Viscounts, which I was able to get it to fit in the original box, but no, here I am just going to go and steal it. Oh, I put it in first light. No, I didn't put it in first light, did I? Maybe I did. Does this have a Gamegenic token silo? Oh, it does not. Oh, okay. All right. Well, my apologies. I didn't mean to disturb your. Oh, okay. All right. Well, you guys just hear me commentate on how much of a mess I'm making over here. Just pure chaos. Chaos Energy, this guy. This CulBlu guy. Alright. So I think First Light has the Gamegenic token silo in it, and I'm not going to rob it from that one. Let's see, what other game has a Gamegenic token silo? Oh, I can steal it from Star Wars Imperial Assault. Wait, didn't I already steal that one? I think I already stole that one. Yeah, I'll try to steal it again. Let me check. I think I stole it from this one, but then I gave it back. Is that what happened? Oh no, I just stole it and never gave it back. Okay. Oh, I used a different thing. Actually, hold on, that might work for this one. Okay, hold on. Let me cook. So I have some trays for like war game stuff, and I actually might be able to use. Oh, only have one. I mean, maybe one's enough. I don't know. Whoops. Yeah, maybe one is enough. I don't know. We'll see. We shall see. Okay. Okay. So this is what I was referring to. And I don't know if this is going to be big enough, but it can store a bunch of different bits and pieces. First, let me see if it fits in the box. I think it should fit in the box. Oh man, why is this so hard to open? Jeez. Okay. Alright. It fits in the box, as it should. Okay. So it does fit in the box, and also fits in the box beside these. So if these trays do end up working out, I do have some other ones that are a little bit less like all this sized, if you will, and that might allow me to kind of fit the rest of the tokens. But let's see. All right, the tokens are tokening, and all right, okay. Yeah, these war game trays also come in clutch. They store things in a way that lets you find what you're looking for a lot easier. And because it's usually a lot of trays, if you have like, you know, a few bits and pieces that, you know, like this situation, 3, 3, and 3, it lets you kind of just be a little bit more liberal with how you use your space. You don't have to be super space efficient, and it closes pretty well. And also, it does this, and this one specifically is a Chessex one. I don't know the exact size, but I'm probably going to end up using the I think DVG ones, because I have more of those, and I might need a few to get this to work out, because this is going to be taking up the bulk of the space, which should work, I hope, assuming that I have enough space for the cards. Oh wow, that just launched across the room there. Okay, so we got these, we got those. So these are just kind of like bits and pieces that I think these are just like secret tokens. So at the start of the game, these will go out kind of randomly, I think. And that's just from me listening to a few people talk about the game and play through the game, not knowing at all what's going on. I think these tokens and these bits here might need to go. Oh, these are the citizens. Okay, I remember that. I think these bits, or sorry, famous citizens, famous people. I think these need to go inside of one of these. And once I actually play the game once, I'll know, I have a much better idea about what needs to go where, and like what needs to go like in a tray. Like I'm pretty sure these resistance tokens, I think that's what they're called. I think these need to go in like a little container. Maybe I'll use the Geekbox Solo, but there's a lot of them, so I don't know if I have enough space. Oh gosh, jeez. Okay, let me just little screen. The struggle is real. There we go. Oof, that's a lot of work. And here's more. You know what? I could just dump this whole thing out. I don't know why I'm doing this. Sorry, I could just do this. Look, I could have just saved myself a whole bunch of trouble. Alright, oh, this is one of these. So it goes there. Okay, so citizens, famous people, I mean, I'm going to put them in a geek box normal. I think that'll work for me. Because then I can use this as like my money tray, or my resource tray, like that. It works. It works, yeah. Able to store everything here. Now, I don't know if the expansions gave me more of these. And if it did, I don't know if those are the same as whatever these are. So maybe it did, maybe it didn't. I don't know. Where's the top for this? Huh. Oh, there it is. Oh, that's not closing. There we go. Perfect. All right, so that's that. We can put some more stuff in here. So we can put these there. And the small expansion has some cards, access cards, has a secret envelope, has whatever this is. It has some big events, and it has a board. So that's this box emptied out, the tiny one here. This is the confrontation one. So we'll put this tile over there. This stuff together, put that there for a moment. All right, the next one is going to be the escalation. So the escalation has a cardboard bit, has some more cards, placards, has cards, has access cards, and a dice. And then it has all these bits and bobs. It has these as well, which I don't think these can really fit in there. Yeah, these are kind of taking up a ton of space, but maybe I can make it work. I don't know, we'll see. And then I got some more of these cardboard pieces. I have no clue what they do, but that's pretty much that. That one's emptied out. So let's see. These look different. I don't know what those are for, but they look different, so I'll put those over here. These look different too, but they have like the same back there. And then here's some more power tokens, special power tokens. Let's see, because these ones have like the clockwork face on it on one side, and then it has like this thunderbolt. So these are like special money. Oh, they're a different border on the back outside too. Okay, so I'll keep these separate. Yeah, the card situation is going to be an interesting thing to try to solve. And there have been times where I've done like a whole like boxing, like, you know, putting everything together video, and then I would go back later and then like find another solution. I did that for a few games. I think the Pirates game, the Golden Age of Piracy. I think I went back and changed the storage solution a little bit. Oh no, I don't think I did an unboxing video of that. Never mind. I don't know what I'm talking about. I did that for funsies. I did it for the love of the game. All right. So that is that one emptied out, and like I said, we're trying to make sure we're taking into account where the cardboard bits are going to go, because I think that's going to be the hardest thing to store and keep somewhat ruly. We're starting to run out of well space, and these are starting to get like kind of nice and, you know, full. So I can take these and kind of mix these back together so it doesn't take up too much space, and then make sure it closes. Yeah, so like this one, I need 2 spots for that one, but everything else looks like it's doing fine though. Now, the other DVG ones that I have, I think DVG is the brand, but the other like war chit tray that I have, that one I think is deeper, so I might be able to fit more, but I don't think it's as wide as this one. Yeah, it's feeling good. Look at that. Perfect. Okay. Alright, we'll put that to the side as we get the rest of the stuff. So we got cards, more cards, more cards. These are the rulebook, bigger cards, okay. I thought the, oh, here it is, yeah, these. So these cards, these are the bigger cards. And then these are, I open those one size. Get some sleeves on these eventually. Okay. And I need to probably put these somewhere else because these are not fitting in there pretty friendly like. It's better, some more space. More space for them. I'm gonna throw the dice in there too. Oh, I got more dice. I can store the wooden bits. Oh, free candy. Yay, free candy. Nom 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 nom. Alright. Oh, more free candy. My gosh. Yeah. Nom 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 nom. Please don't actually eat those, by the way. I'm assuming it doesn't need to be said that you should not eat those, but just in case, do not eat those. It's very dangerous. Alright. Here we go. So that is here. This is stored. This is the dice and those. Okay. Here's another one. I can probably get away with doing a double for these. I only have one double that I can see so far. That's gonna be hard to do with the dice as well. Yeah, it fits pretty well if I do it that way. So that works. And I can kind of slot the dice in wherever I want, so I'm not too worried about that. So I'll figure out where to put these later. Okay, so consolidated that. We still got to worry about. Oh, got one more expansion. Here's the other expansion. Still got to worry about the whatever pieces come in this one, which I think this one's just cards and minis. So it's probably not too much. Yeah, just cards and minis. So more cards, and a rule book, and minis. I'm not sold on the tackle box. I actually might do a plastic bag of shame for the minis. I am more motivated to do a plastic box of shame than I am to do a tackle box. That is such a sad state of affairs there. All right, so let's see how we're progressing here so far. So we want to use this. Okay, tackle box. If we do use the tackle box, that's what we're doing. That's what we're working with. And then we have this much space. So we have deck box. We can fit kind of layer some stuff out here. For the cardboard bits, I don't think it's going to be enough space though, because we still got to put the clock in there. Okay, that works, sure. This clock is a little thick. So, oh man, we still got to put these in there. I don't know, y'all. It's looking a little difficult here. Looking a little difficult here. So in the tackle box, I can store more stuff in it. So there's that. I could very easily eliminate this and use the tackle box, but I'd rather use this because this gives me kind of the ability to kind of take stuff out and move it around the table, place it where I need to place it. Another alternative is I can put the cardboard bits here under the card boxes. It's going to give me a little bit of lift. Actually, can I? Maybe it'll fit. 1 second. So if I did that, I don't think that saves me at all. Actually makes it a little bit worse. Can I fit 2 of these? No. The answer is no. I cannot fit 2 of these. Yeah, I think it makes sense to layer these across here. I'm still worried about the clock bit, but I think if I reversed it like that, then put these here, just kind of layer it out like that, as even as I can get it, and that's all of them. And then the clock can just chill there, and this can rest on top of the clock. I mean, I don't like that, but ooh, okay, hold on. Here we go. Boom, and then bam, and then boom. It's definitely gonna have box lift from it, but it looks like it might be serviceable. Sorry, just spilling cards everywhere. Okay. All right, so that might be serviceable for us. Just barely squeaking by over here, so we can use this middle part to store more stuff. So I can get 2 of these. Then I don't know if I have another one near me. I think it should be down here at the bottom. Ooh. I think this is way too big, but maybe. Yeah, it's way too big. Okay. All right. Cool thought, but no thanks. Oh man, I also gotta fit these cards in there too. Are these tarot card size? That is terrible. I don't think it's tarot card size. This is wider. I think it said the Tiny Epic Game or Tiny Epic Game size. That's disappointing. That's disappointing. I am disappointed in that. Oh, I can use this one for the tarot for these cards. I don't know if it's gonna fit those sleeved, but if that works, and this is flat, so I would need to fit all the other cards here, and I don't think that's happening with these sleeved. I don't think that's happening at all. Shoot. Okay. Yeah, the tackle box either has to do double duty or it has to go. It cannot do what it's doing and stay. All right, I'm very determined to use a geek box. I'm just trying to like rattle my brain for a board game I can steal one from right now. I think Inventors has one. Inventors of the South Tigris. I think I put one in there. And it's just kind of a temporary measure so I can go to the board game store later. And then, you know, just purchase another one so I can put it back, put that thing back where it came from. Or so help me. Oh, this one doesn't have a geek box either. Man. I think Sankori used to have a geek box, but I stole it from that one already. Wayfarers? Did I put in Wayfarers? Nope. Wayfarers very much does not have one either. Man. I could have sworn I had an extra one. This is the mystery that will haunt me for the rest of my days. I feel like it went into shallow sea. That might be what happened to it. So here's shallow sea making a cameo. But I think if I did have an extra geek box, it went into here. Nope, nope, shallow sea had its own. Yeah, it has its own little storage thing going on. Okay. Clearly I do not know my children. I do not know my board game children here. So many of them. I was like, oh yeah, this one has it. Nope, that one has it. Nope, that one has it. Nope, nope, not that one either. Alright, here it is. I'm for certain that Circadian's First Light has a geek box. Not geek box, Gamegenic token silo inside of it. Haha, it does, right there, at the bottom. Ugh. Yeah, I don't think I'm gonna take it from this game though. Taking it from this game is gonna be, that's gonna make storing a nightmare. So I got this game stored to where it's like not doing too much box lift. I don't think I did a video on that one, but here it is making a cameo. So we'll just put that back. So right now I'm suffering from not having another Gamegenic token silo, or at least having a game that I can that I feel really comfortable taking what's in that game and stripping that game of whatever it has, then putting inside of the one that we're trying to put it in here. Ooh, SAS Rogue Regiment. This one. I can do this one. All right. I'm stealing it from this game, and then I'm gonna put it in this game. So here's SAS Rogue Regiment. And here's a Gamegenic token silo. All right, so perfect. I will make less of a mess by putting this over here. Alright, okay, so what I'm going to do is I am going to keep all the things that are inside of here because I have more of these inserts here. And I probably should have done this on the other side of the table, but here I am, making it hard for myself. And I'm actually going to go outside the table and get those further out of view. That, and I got my bag already. Okay. There we go. Okay. We're making progress. And now we shall design our token silo. So I said I was going to try to store the minis in this. The minis will fit? No, that's a hard call. Barely fit. I think the minis will fit, but it'll be a little bit of pressure on the minis, and I don't know if I feel comfortable bending the base of the minis a little bit, with the pressure of the box. But there is quite a bit of give in the top for the Gamegenic token silo. So because of the give, I think it might be okay. It'll save me a ton of space for sure, especially considering that I'm getting 4 minis inside of 4 minis inside of one of those. All right, okay. This is looking good. This is looking good. When you have the right tool for the right job, everything becomes a lot easier. It is wild how that works. Yes, that tool might cost $15, but if you get that tool, your job just becomes so much easier that it pays for itself. It just does. Oh, sorry. Nope, not that. Okay, so we got the minis. And this is not the most efficient use of a Gamegenic. Oh, actually, I can make it more efficient. I can put dice in it. But this is not the most efficient use of a Gamegenic token silo, but it's the usage that I will be getting out of it for now. Cool. So 4 minis per well. We got a lot of characters here. Wow. I mean, I like the variety of characters. That's why I wanted to get all the expansions so I can get everybody. You know, they're all here situation. But I wasn't aware that I was gonna have the heartache of having to store the jerks, you know? I could probably fit 5. No, okay, 4 is a reasonable number here. This upsets me because it's not also gray. And you know, I could also store the minis without one of these wells. I could. I'm not gonna, but I could. All right. Do you have another gray one? I want another gray one. We got 2 light ones. There is a gray one over here. I'll steal it from this game. All right, so these guys will go in there. And then finally, we got the machine guys. And this helps out a ton. It helps out a ton because the minis are stored in a way that I feel somewhat comfortable with. Again, I'm not super thrilled about this because the bottom of the base is it's not sticking out, but it's kind of hitting the top there. But one of the drawbacks / benefits of this Gamegenic token silo is that it has a little bit of a space up top, which causes problems a lot of times because you have pieces kind of floating around occasionally. Not too much so it's where you can't get the game organized again, but it just does. And that little bit of a give is actually helping us, so it's not putting pressure on the bottom bases. So if I shake this, you can see that everything's able to move around pretty well inside of there. And that means that I'm not putting too much pressure. If I put pressure on top, you can see that, yeah, they can still move around. All right, so the minis are stored. So we got all the minis inside of there, all kinds of chaos in there, but we do not have to use this, which I'm happy about. I'm ecstatic about that. Oh, we gotta store this. Oh, this is just gonna live somewhere, so I'm not worried about that. And then we have space to actually maybe reduce this. So instead of using this, we can use these. The rest of the space here. Not that one. That one. Ton of space left. And then put these here like that. Like that. There's probably more packing that I can do of pieces in there, but that reduces things from whatever we had before to just one tray. And actually, now I'm thinking about it, it might be better. It might be better if we didn't use one giant one, but instead we use 4 small ones. So instead of one giant one, we can do 4 small ones. Like that. Okay. And that can help us keep things sorted. And we'll, oh yeah, because there's 3 different things in here, so it's perfect. Like that, right? Then we can put our meeples in there. I know for those who are watching are probably upset that I put the orange things, and not in the orange one, but in the yellow one, and I put the blue things inside of the red one and not the blue one, and I put the red thing inside of the blue one and not the red one, but color contrast. I'm trying to go for contrast, so that's why I did that. It helps with visibility sometimes. All right, so that is that. Actually, I can throw this one in here with that and then use this for something else. I don't think there's a something else though. I think I got all the bits and bobs though, so that's actually making me happy. So we got, oh, we can actually put the, where, here. We can put the special ones, special red ones, and that'll save us a well up here, or 2 wells up here. Oh gosh. Come on now. There we go. So, oh, I closed it. So we can put these red ones here. Like that, right? There we go. Perfect. All right, so I don't know if we can eliminate this completely, but I'm okay with this because we have a lot of space saved. So we went from a tackle box taking up a lot of space, which, to clarify, I want to clarify, I was not using the tackle box for more storage stuff, but it's mostly because I really didn't want to not have an ability to like kind of pull stuff out. So this is why I wanted to use a Gamegenic token silo. This is the original, not the XL. The XL one is actually too big. I actually have an XL in front of me because that's where I'm storing all my spare little bits and pieces. But here's a Gamegenic token silo XL, and as you can see, it will not fit in the box. It's too wide. It's always too wide. It's always just a little bit too wide. All right, so now that's there. We'll put these on top. We got plenty of space to do whatever we want now. We can just throw everything in there. The clock can fit, the cards can fit. I have no qualms so far. Again, once you have the right tools for the right job, a lot of things just go a little bit easier. So I'm just tidying up here, my workspace. All right. So here's how we'll do this. Can I put this way? No. Close though. Perfect. Well, no, not perfect. Hold on. All right, so let me try that. Let me try to store this way, because what I can do is I can put some pieces under it, like that. Take advantage of the extra space I have down there. Maybe fit one more, like that. That way it's kind of using that gap of space down there. The problem I'm going to run into is I'm only going to end up with just one of these, and I suppose I could use, oh, I might have run out. Oh no. Oh no. I think it's only recent that I ran out. Oh no. The story of this show is CulBlu ran out of a thing, so now he has to find another way to do the thing that he was trying to do. That's the story of the show. Such a sad state of affairs. I need to restock on my storage stuff. Clearly, I'm out here borrowing things from other games, and ugh. What a crap show. Can I fit the rest of this in here? Nope. Okay. All right, we'll try it. That fits there. Perfect. Look, it fits, it sits. Ooh, I can put that there. Yeah, that works. Okay. And this is storing the bigger cards. So those are dealt with. And actually might be, well, no, I spoke too soon. I was gonna say, I actually might be able to store all the cards inside of here, but I think this is not nearly enough because this is a 100+ card holder, and we have these small cards. We have a lot of these small cards, and we already established that I'm gonna sleeve everything, so these are gonna be way bigger of a stack. And then we got this amount of cards, which I think this amount of cards by itself is taking up a lot of space already inside of here. And I think once I sleeve those, it's going to be taking out the rest of the space. So, yeah. Now, the saving grace would be if I can find some way to store these cards when they're sleeved, kind of around. And I don't think I have enough storage solutions to do that. I'll search. Oh, hey. I don't know why those are in there. No, don't be there. Okay, just rummaging around to find things. This is that high quality YouTube you pay for. Thank you for your support. Also, for those who are watching on YouTube, thank you for watching, especially if you're just got me going in the background while you're doing other stuff. I do live stream on Twitch. If you do want to check me on Twitch, that's twitch.tv/CulBlu, that's CULBLU. Feel free to check me out there. Yeah. Alright, so this is, I can use this to store some of the mini cards. The problem is I don't have a lot of these. I think I have maybe 2 of these at most left, because I used a lot of them for other stuff. I can try to find and reclaim the ones that I've used for other stuff, but I don't know if it's worth searching for those. Now, another way I can store those cards, those small cards, once they're sleeved, is by storing them inside of one of these. And the cards, once they're sleeved, they fit pretty well, usually just by storing them like that. Just kind of splaying them out like so. And that allows me to store a lot of cards. I can try to do that, and I think I might, well, actually, I might be able to get away with it. I might be able to get away with that. Because that's flush. That's flush. Look at that. Whoops. That's flush. That's what I was trying to show, not the backflip of the board game piece there. So, okay. That seems like a reasonable solution. So let's try, do I have I only have one left? No, run out of stuff. Great. I got a bunch of these. Look, here's another one of the thing I don't need. Oh, here's 2 more of the thing I don't need. Yep. I think this is all I have of these now, which is not great. Oh, wait. I found, oh, okay, well, that's not gonna help me. Help me. All right. Yeah, all right, this is all I got. So I think I have all 10 of these still. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Wow. I ordered 10 of these and I have all 10. Actually, I should have 11. I don't see the 11th one. I was about to say I haven't even used one of these, but I'm pretty sure I've used some of these already for storing some other games. All right. Anyway, so I wanted the thicker ones just to kind of show the difference here. I wanted the thicker ones because it can store more cards, but I can still use these. I have a lot of these just lying around, and there's nothing else for me to do with the space. Oh, I lied. Okay, now there's nothing else for me to do with the space except for store what's here. So I think it's worth. I think I can make it work. Just doing. Alright, now we're just playing Tetris. Shoot. Alright. Checkmate. So close. So close. We're so close. We're almost there. Can I stand these on their side? No, they're too tall. All right, so I think we're gonna have to do the layer like lasagna method because it's not working otherwise. Like that, and now we can fit the rest of them. Yeah, let's give me plenty of space. Perfect. Like, man, look at that. Okay, that's gonna be more. That should be more than enough space to fit the small cards. I know it's a lot of small cards, but I should be able to fit a good number. Oh no. Oh, darn. I forgot about this thing. Ah. Why are you tormenting me, game? All right, hold on. We gotta reconfigure. We gotta reconsider. Okay. That won't even work. Okay, so shoot. So we do that. And then we can do, so this is level with the platform down here. So we can do that. That takes up all the space there. And then that's our problem. Our problem is getting this back in the box. What if I put this under the token silo? And that gives me another layer to put more cardboard. Okay, hold on. So this, I don't like this as much, but if I did so like that, and then I only got 3 board pieces left here, so I can put these 3 under here to support that. And that's laying flush. I mean, as flush as it can go. So I can put it this way. We're just going to be a little bit bent. I don't like that. Or I can just put this at the very bottom. Let me do that. Yeah. There we go. Since I'm worried about damaging the clock like that, it's a little bit unsteady of a surface, of a surface to put stuff, but it gets these tiles taken care of, which is a big deal. And then I can put this on top in the orientation I was using before, like that. And then I can put this back, and I can put this here, and then I can put this back. And then, all right, so the clock is stored. All the bits and pieces are there. We were talking about the cards. Let's go ahead and see if we can get those. I don't know how many cards this is. I'm not gonna, well, okay, I'll count them. All right. So this is 27. And then so 37, that's 10 right there. $47, that's 10 more. Then the big stack, so 47, so not quite 50. Because I may not need as many of the Cube for me tarot card containers that I'm using. I may not need as many as I thought. Because even if these are sleeved and it's like 100 cards, I still should be able to fit them all in maybe 2 or 3. This is 10. 20. Sorry, 10, 20. 30. 40, 50, 60, 67. Okay, so 47 plus 67, that's 114. 47 plus 67, 114. So 114 cards. I can probably get away with using just 2 of these. But even then, I still should be able to accomplish everything. I wonder, actually, if I put one of these at the bottom, because then it gives more support for the cardboard bit down there. So it gives more support down here. And I think this can fit. Oh no, so close. So close. It's so close. Oh, you can't see that. I'm sorry. There we go. It's so close to fitting, but it's kind of standing on the edge there. I mean, I guess it's probably fine. Shoot. And then this goes there. Yeah, this is a disaster. All right. That goes there. Oh, that's mega box lift. All right, we don't want that. We don't want that. Nope, we do not want it. I see what you're selling, and I am not buying. We do not want that. All right, let's get these cards stowed away. All right, I think this is correct. Oh no, my cards. And the cards are all mixed up. Oh my gosh. Future me is gonna really dislike my first game because I'm gonna have to sort all these cards out. Oh gosh, I just basically took it. You know what? Fine. I'm committing to the bit. It's too late. I've committed to the bit. All right, so we got all these cards from the base game. We've established that we're gonna use one of these. And we are gonna sleeve these cards, not right now, but later. But essentially this is what I was referring to, just storing the cards like this. So I can probably store half of these cards inside of here. So it looks like I need 2 per set. Now I could also still use the big one and just have one big one for like the base game stuff. Like that. And that's gonna fit that pretty comfortably. Like I said, I still need to sleeve these, so it's gonna take up more space. And then I can use 2 of these slimmer ones, which, because I don't have another thick one. At least I don't. Oh, I know where I might have one. I know where I might be able to go grab one from. So let me go ahead and go grab that. Oh man. How many times have I gotten up this entire video? I feel like me excessively getting up in this video is payback for the previous videos where I didn't get up at all. Because, you know, previous video, oh man, shoot. The previous videos, I didn't get up at all. And I was like, oh yeah, like me, not getting up. And in this video, I'm just like paying the price for it. All right, so I think I have one large one in Wayfarers. I can use a thinner one instead. Nope. Don't see one, boss. JK. All right, how about Inventors? Hey, here's one. Oh, that's a thin one. Oh no. Oh man, and that one's perfect for this stuff. Oh no. All right. Hopes and dreams dashed again. All right. Let's see, 3rd time's a charm. The other one I have is... I can take it from Pirates. I don't know if Pirates has one. I think Pirates has one. Pirates has plenty of space inside of it though, so I can store whatever I want in there. So... keep calling it Pirates, but it's the golden age of piracy. All right, I'm gonna clean up my workspace a little bit and just kind of get some of these empty expansion boxes out of the way. So there's 1, there's 2. Where'd the, oh, there's 3. All right. So the expansion boxes, getting those out of the way so I don't have to look at them for now. And the golden age of piracy. This one has the thing I'm looking for, I think. I don't know if it does. Oh, actually, no, it doesn't. Shoot. It doesn't, because this one has has 3 triples, or 2 triple card trays inside of it. Yeah. I mean, I can still cannibalize this. Yeah, I can still steal this. I don't know if this is gonna work for my storage though. So, first things first, will it fit? Yes, it will fit. Yeah, I think this will work. Okay, all right. I'm gonna steal this. And this is what happens when resources start running low. You just start taking what you can from what games you have. It's kind of how it goes, you know? It's kind of how it goes. And what's cool is I don't think you guys will see a video of me doing an unboxing and storage solution for this game because it's a solo only game. I'm gonna do a playthrough of it eventually, the golden age of piracy, and because of that, I was going to just unbox it, just enjoy the unboxing, learn how to play it, then do a playthrough video. And I'm still planning on doing that video. It's just taking me a while because the rulebook for this game is trash. Awful. It's garbage. But all the rules are there. You just have to like use your imagination for some of them, which is frustrating. It's like, just tell me how to play your game, please. Alright, almost done. Oh. Why is he here? Alright, there we go. So that's all stored now, and I've reclaimed this, and this is going to work swimmingly for us because we can store a whole bunch of cards, bits and pieces, all the bits and bobs, the whole nine. We can get a good bit of stuff inside of those storage things. So let me put this game back together. Look at that, still got space. And still won't have any box lift. Where'd the box go? Oh. There we go. Look at that, no box lift in that game. That's not the one that we're focused on. But okay, all right. Thank you, the Golden Age of Piracy. All right, living up to his name. I'm just saying, if buying is not owning, then stealing or piracy is not stealing. Okay, so we got this now. So with this, will it solve my card situation? I think it should. Because I can store the cards like this. Oof. Like that. And that fits it perfectly. I think once it's sleeved though, that might be a problem. So let me sleeve some of these and test it. These are Sleeve King sleeves, and I'm pretty sure this is the right size. Yeah, those are the right size. Yeah, so this is not going to work for this, but I can use this for other stuff, and this is still going to be useful. All right, okay. So this specific one will not work for these cards because I will be sleeving these cards, and we can go back to our original plan though. So our original plan was to use this and some slim ones that for sure fits. So that all fits like so. And then these sleeves, this is 110 sleeves. I need 114, so I need 4 more. So I guess I'm opening another pack of these. I think I got one open already. I think I do. Yeah, I got 2 open already. Just adding 2 more just in case I count it wrong. And essentially what I'm going to do is I'm going to store the sleeves in a container too, because that will give me an idea of how much volume all of these cards sleeved will end up taking up once they're sleeved. And I'm not going to sleeve on this video. I'm not going to sleeve all the cards on this video. I'll do that in a off stream. That way I won't bore you all with the riveting details of me sleeving 114 cards. You'd rather be bored with the riveting video of me trying to struggle to store this game. Okay, all right, back to our situation. So we have our sleeves, we have our cards. And I think this was the biggest hurdle here, was trying to figure out what to do with these cards. And now we need to put things back in the box. So we got our token situation here. This one's settled. We've established that this is what we want to do. Like that. I don't think we want to put that at the bottom anymore. Because I like the idea, I like the spirit, but no, it doesn't work. So if we do that, then we do this. Oh, sorry, you guys are missing out on the fun. Do that, do this, and then that works. And then, oh, what? No way. Oh, no, that won't work. Because we gotta put this in there. Shoot, I forgot about this. I was like, whoa, that fits so perfectly. Oh my gosh. The serotonin was flowing though. Ooh. Oh. That's a problem. Why is this a circle? Why is circle? Circle, explain. Why you circle? Okay. Alright, we're back to begging for this to work. Man, I don't like that, but this is what we're gonna do for now. Alright, that goes there. Oh, no, this has to go this way. And this can go that way. Okay. And now these are gonna sprinkle on top. We're almost there. I'm trying to find a better way to do this situation though. Like, I don't like how the situation is playing out. Like, if these, ooh, these can fit here. Oh, heck yeah. Okay, perfect. All right. So these can stack here. Oh, so close. That's not it. Okay. I can put these back inside of here and then find something to do with these pieces. Which, if one of these left, this just might be my day. That works. Okay, yeah, I'll take it. All right. Oh, these didn't go in the trade. Oh man. Okay, never mind. Could I use another one of these? Maybe. Like that. This feels wasteful. I think that's gonna solve that problem at least. Okay. All right. And then the blimp, or the Zeppelin. Sorry, not blimp. The Zeppelin goes. Yeah, Zeppelin goes here. Fits in. Zeppelin's base gonna go there. I want to put it with the Zeppelin like so. Okay. Whew, man, this has been a wild journey. Lots of mess. And look, I ended up not using this thing that I spent all that time like pulling from the other thing. Ugh. I guess I can put it back in the Golden Age of Pirates, but I'll do that later. Piracy. But I'll do that later. Whoops. Dropping stuff. Alright. So, rulebook. Rulebooks. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 rulebooks. Or 6 books, I should say. Alright, let's see if we got any box lift. Answer is going to be yes, of course we do. But we got everything in the box. I don't like how the clock is sitting in there, I really don't. But we got, I don't want to say a crazy amount of box lift, but we have a amount of box lift that's going to be sufficient to get us through the storage here. So we got everything in the same box. Let's see if I can do any improvements before I finally give up and close out the video. I think it's difficult because of the clock. I can put it upside down, but it's going to cause problems over here, because now this is going to cause box lift. So, did it have to be a round circle? Did we have to go with a giant round gear? I mean, I get it, you're trying to be thematic, but like, this thing is unruly. And I was gonna say, do I even need this? But I don't know how to play the game yet, so I'm assuming I do need this for the game, for stuff and things. This is annoying. We can just like fold it in half, you know? Okay. So I'm trying to contemplate my life without this clock. Okay. How about that? Right. So we have that. And I'm gonna put this on top of the rulebooks. Does that work? Oh, that might work. Okay, I was joking, but that might work. It's almost clearing the top of this to where it's not putting too much pressure there. Box lift is still here. Box lift is still here. But I feel a little bit better about how the circle is being handled there. Just a smidge, not a ton, but a little bit. And looks like the box lift is about the same. So yeah, I'll keep puzzling around with it. Here's the bottom. Yeah, that's the deck boxes holding that side up. I'll keep toying around with it off the recording here, but all right, looks like we were successful. We were successful with a lot of stress and turmoil, frustration, murder, betrayal. We were able to get the City of the Great Machine, get it all stored in a single happy peas in a pod container. I think that is a great thing. So, all right, we have accomplished a goal. We were able to say goodbye to the inserts that the game came with here, and also to the insert from the expansions as well, because their inserts were also taking up a lot of space for holding the minis. So this insert and this other insert here. Oops, sorry, go away. Ah, sorry. There we go. Yeah, so we were able to get away from these inserts and yeah, get it all stored in the same box. It's a little rough. The Gamegenic token silo is the star of the show in this one, because it was able to efficiently store all the minis for me and also get rid of the tackle box, which was taking up too much space. Now, granted, I could have used the tackle box to store more stuff, but then it becomes a little bit inconvenient to set the game up because I got to pull stuff out of the tackle box. It's like it's the difference of spending 4 seconds versus 1.5, or sorry, 4 seconds pulling the stuff out of the thing, or spending. Wait, I said that wrong. It's the difference of spending maybe 2 minutes pulling things out of the container versus 4 seconds pulling the inserts out. That's what I was trying to say. All right, clearly it's been a long night. But we have accomplished our goal. Like I said, we accomplished our goal. We do have our box lift, so we do end up with some box lift, which is not great. The bottom, the deck box that's down here is doing most of the box lifting down there, but that deck box should be enough to hold all the cards. So I got all the cards in there. Actually, hold on. Before I fully commit to this one second, because if I can use a smaller deck box, which I dropped over here on the floor. if the smaller deck box can fit all of the cards and fit all the cards sleeved, then I think it'll save us some space and some box lift. So I think the capacity of both of these are the same. Yeah, okay, so this is 100 plus XL, this is 100 plus. So this one should be able to work just as well. So got like that situation going, like so. Like that. Okay. Yeah, we're about the same box lift, but it's feeling even. It's like kind of even all around. I can press down here to get the box to go in there, but when I let go, it goes to that. And then on the bottom is pretty solid, basically to the height of that deck box there. And yeah, we got everything in there. All right. Okay, cool. So we do have some bulging in the middle, of course, because that's where the dial is. So you can kind of see the deflection there. Middle, I'm trying to like push it so you can see it, but anyway, but at the very least, like I said, we got it all stored in the same box, so that's actually pretty good. And minimal box lift, we're able to eliminate the need for the rest of the boxes here. So no longer do we need these boxes to store our stuff and hold our stuff. Although in hindsight, you probably could have stored with the original insert, you probably could have stored a good number of these things inside of the original insert. I just want to use my own insert, so there, take that. All right, cool. Did I even attempt to store the game in the original insert? No. I said, you know what? I'm not going to use your insert. I'm going to make this difficult for myself. And that's it. So that is going to be it for this game for the reboxing or the organization and storage of City of the Great Machine. I look forward to learning this one. I've heard a lot of really good things about this game. Especially when playing solo, so I'm really looking forward to playing this game. Now that I have everything, I can have the full experience, play just the base game stuff, and then slowly but surely work my way up to learning some of the more advanced stuff with the expansions as I go along and change things up and have myself a nice little fun steampunk time. Woo! Alright, so that's going to be it for this video, so thank you all very much for watching. Hope you all enjoyed it, and as always, I will see you all whenever.